Alright, J-Dub and I are putting together a little training video on case 1 departure and recovery. So I'm going to be the dash 1 and J-Dub be dash 2. Alright, so I'm already started up and on the cat. Gonna select tack in and then go ahead and put in a rough course line of the boat. This will help me stay in overhead holding without deviating too far away from the boat. Okay. (401) Cat 1 salute. Alright, gonna roll right. Climb to 500 feet at 300 knots, and then come back left on the course line. It's hooking you up now, J-Dub?
405, taxiing to Cat 2.
Sounds like a yes. Alright, we're going out 7 miles, and then we're going to arc, which means we're going to come left and climb to about 8,000 feet. By the time we reach 8,000, we should be parallel to the boat on the downwind. Alright, 1 is almost at 7 miles. (401) arcing. Sounds like SRS got off. Alright, once we reach 8,000, we're going to level off and pull speed to 250 and enter left-hand orbit. J-Dub would be doing the same thing. Once he locks in 250, he will cut the circle to rejoin. Alright, leveling off 8,000, pulling speed to 250. Actually, we're going to be right in the clouds at 8,000. Let's take it down to 7,000.
(405, Cat 2 salute.
And also, when you're in overhead hold, you want to try to maintain a maximum distance of 5 nautical miles away from the boat.
Who's airborne?
Copy that. Speed's coming down, altitude's coming down. I'm a little wide of the back of the boat. Lock it in 250 and lock it in Angel 7. By the book, you should be in about a 30-degree bank the entire time, but I like just kind of using my course line and watching the ship. Once you're behind the ship, you want to roll level just off the right side of the ship. And pass it parallel.
Use arcing. Ascending to Angel 7.
Alright, we're going to stay rolled out until we're about a mile and a half past the boat, maybe 2, and then we're going to come back left 30 degrees. Alright, 2, resuming left-hand orbit. Now. Moving towards position 1.
He's going to cut across.
Copy that. Rolling out to go downwind slightly. You got visual on me?
Got visual.
Copy that. And when J-Dub moves in, he's going to form echelon right, but a modified version of it where he's kind of tucked up under my wing. Rather than being level with me and right off my wing, I should be able to look down under my wing and see his cockpit. It can be a little difficult at times, but that's what the goal is.
When you cut across to rejoin, you may want to accelerate just a little bit as you turn. Maybe not quite as much as I just did, though.
So from Jado's perspective, as he's cutting the corner, he's kind of treating this like a dogfight. He wants to put me in a position off of his nose where he could hit me with his guns. That's how he's gaining at 250 without really changing speed. Alright, at position 3, move into position 4.
Do a saddle drag.
Not quite visual yet.
Slide up a little more.
About to roll out. Rolling out. Now. Come forward just a little bit there, Jada. About 10 more feet and you'll be good.
What you want to do is kind of put the AIM 9X right on the head of it, on his head in the cockpit.
Alright, let's do one more orbit real quick, and just so we can get a good picture of that. Come in left.
Two.
Alright, let me know what you slid in.
Want to stay on his wing. You don't have to be right on the very edge of it, as long as you stay within general range of him.
Yep. As long as the lead can see you, which I can see J-Dub just a little bit, you're golden. Ideally, lead should be able to see all 4 birds in this flight on the right wing. Alright, Jay.
Now I'm just kind of, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Right now I'm just kind of keeping his jet right above the bow of my cockpit and just adjusting my throttle as needed.
Alright, so now we're going to run out about 35 miles, get up to about Angels 20, call into the boat, and come back in. Alright, Jay, we're going to roll out about 325.
Copy 325.
Rolling out. Now. Alright, you can go ahead and slide to cruise as you're ready. And bring it to mill. Now. Sting 1, flight of 2, departing overhead holding, Angel 7. Alright, one thing to know, if you are over 33,000 pounds, you need to lose some weight before you go back to the boat. You find this in your checklist page. Here's our current weight. We don't have any munitions at the moment. We should be at about 33,000 when we land, or less, just by using the fuel that we have. If we need to dump fuel, the fuel dump switch is right here. Just make sure you turn it off, otherwise you'll be empty. Alright, Jay, let's come left to line up with the boat. Come and left. Yeah, and I'm actually out of practice with squad comms due to our demo team stuff we've been doing. If the flight lead is expecting a response from his wingman, then he'll say flight, and the wingman would go wingman
2.
2, and then the flight would say coming left now. Alright, normally we'd be coming straight into the boat, but just because of the way we did it, we're kind of arcing, so I'm going to go ahead and call into the boat.
Marshall 401, marking Moms 343440, Angels 19, state 7.4.
On the right, freak.
Marshall 401, marking Moms 339440, Angels 19, state 7.4.
Nice, because it's the treatment.
Marshall 401, marking Moms 332450, Angels 19, state 7.4.
Mother's weather is visibility 10 plus mile. Scattered clouds at 8,000. Altimeter is 293. Case 1 recovery expected DRC 228. Report see me at 10.
401.
Alright, so we set our course line to 228, which is about what it was when we took off the boat. Should have been the same, but I was slightly off. So this is the boat moving this way towards the arrow of the course line. We're going to try to intercept the course line off the front of the boat at Angels 2000, do one orbit, and then commence. Just before we get to 30 miles off the boat, J-Dub's going to move back to echelon right, and we're going to lower hooks. Two, prepare to roll out. Rolling out. Now. Alright, go ahead and move back to echelon right. Did I lose J-Dub? Yes, I lost J-Dub.
Yeah, I got kicked somehow.
It's all good. Meet me back in overhead holding if you want to. If not, I can do the rest from here, but it's up to you. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and lower the hook. So if there's a lot of traffic, you'll be on comms communicating with the other flight leads, deciding what altitude you're going to aim for to hold at until you commence. Starting level, if you're up front, is Angels 2. You want to try to beat Angels 2 by the time you do your CU at 10 call to the boat. So 10 miles from the boat, be at Angels 2. Alright, we're going to be pitching down and coming idle here soon. is good. Alright, idle and pitching down. How far you pitch down really depends on how high you are, obviously. We're going to go for about 8 degrees and see where that ends up at. As lead, it's a good idea to be just about 5% above idle, maybe 10. This gives your wings a little playroom as far as throttle management.
Fort 01. See you at 10.
401. Update state switched out.
Fort 01. State 6.8.
You getting back airborne there, Jada?
I reckon by the time I get up, you'll already be commencing.
No. I plan to orbit once or twice, so you're good. Alright, coming left to enter overhead hold. Earlier in the video I said 30-degree bank. It should be a 20-degree bank in overhead hold, which is where I was. I just thought I was doing something wrong there for a second, but 20 degrees is right. Alright, so now we're off the bow of the boat. And we'll be entering the same pattern as we left.
Tower 401. Overhead Angels 2. State 6.6.
401. Tower, roger. BRC 228. Signal is Charlie.
And we could commence here, but we are going to wait on J-Dub, so this is likely would be the flight at 3,000 instead of 2. And once we moved out from Angels 2, the flight at 3 would come down to 2 and wait their Charlie call.
I need to bleed a little fuel once I get lined up here.
Copy that. Alright, and so when we commence, you basically do a little calculation. It's 210 degrees plus your BRC. So in this case, that's 438, and then minus 360. So our commence angle will be 078. Got a little wide that time, but that's alright. You already dumping?
Not yet. And that's what I was afraid of.
What?
Well, I'm above you and to your left, coming back over.
Looking down on you, looking down while you're flying in tight formation's never good.
Hey, assholes.
Hey, Dizzy. Hold tight for just a second. I'm making a training video. Almost done.
Shit. Sorry if I...
No, we needed the comic relief. As soon as we're about to commence and put down the boat, and then we'll be ready to go to the other game.
Okay. Do your thing. Are you streaming? Nobody's streaming.
I'm recording.
Alright, good luck. Assalamu alaikum.
Alright, see you in just a second.
Alright.
Sting 1, flight of 2, commencing. Alright, so now we're going to maintain 250 at least until we're out of overhead hold. And rolling out. We're basically going to do a big arc out behind the boat out to about 7 miles. Alright, bringing it up to 350 J. And starting descent to 800 feet. That's a little rough, I apologize. Hopefully I actually catch a decent wire here. So the goal of the section or the wing is to stay in echelon right the entire time. Always flying off the man to your left. Alright, we are 7 miles behind the boat, coming left. Alright, looking to line up just on the right side of the course line.
Lead, when we level out, can I get that course line? It didn't get communicated to me.
Course line is 228.
Copy 228.
Still slightly descending down to 800 feet. Ease and power some. Alright, we're a little off to the right, gonna adjust back left slightly. Still slightly diving, rolling out. Pull in just a little bit of power. Alright, so as we're moving into the overhead brake, we like to do 12-second splits. Just to keep it nice and comfortable.
Meaning when 1 goes in the brake, 2 will count to 12 seconds, then commence his brake. Same goes for 3, same goes for 4.
And as 1, I will start my brake about 1.3 miles off the bow of the boat. And you don't have to be right on 800 feet. Really, right now I'm a little high, so I'm going to try to work low, but it's not. Don't create a nightmare for your flight in order to get down there. If you're close, it's fine. Deck is clear. That BRC seems a little off, but 401 in the brake.
Or 05 in the brake.
Alright. Should be about 1.3. I'm going to be a little more off the side of the boat. And I'm floating up a little high. Alright, looking for the round down of the boat. I am a little wide, so that's not the best, but that course line being slightly off threw me off. Alright, coming left.
At this point, gear should be down, flap should be down. And for AOA, and you're controlling altitude with the throttle.
going to slightly overshoot the wash of the boat and then work our way back in to the left. I'm a little high, I gotta use some power. I'm just gonna stay right at the conning tower and then work it left.
And you're at the stern of the boat. You want to look for the light right underneath the deck. Red means you're too far left. It will blink faster the further left you are. Green means you're on center line.
Tell me to wave off and I got a 3-wire.
Receiver 5, 3.6.
I forgot to call a hornet ball.
Ooh, I'm too low.
You got it. Alright, that's all from us. Signing out.